Hi guys, I've touched on this point in previous videos, but I want to focus on this specific point, and that is going back to the question of sword drawing the sword from the scabbard in European fencing traditions. And the thing I really want to note and emphasise is that lots of fencing systems in Europe have a first position, which might in different languages be known as prime or prima or prima custodia, for example, or first ward or so on, have a position, a first position that they come to, which essentially represents the first position you come to when either the sword is in the scabbard or when you've drawn the sword from the scabbard. So for example, if we look at the medieval one-handed sword here, in systems where the sword is used alone, so in Messer and in Arming Sword, for example in Fiore, or Messer in Talhofer or wherever, you'll notice that the first position often shown with a one-handed sword is down here. I hope you can see this low, but it's essentially underneath your spare arm. With either foot forward can be, and you even see this in Vigiani as well, in later 16th century side sword stuff. And of course this is the position in which the sword would be in the scabbard. Okay? And what you often see is the second position coming from here is essentially with the sword up at this point. Okay? Now that's very interesting because this is essentially similar to prime or hanging guard position that you see in later fencing systems emphasised a lot, and equally I believe in some rapier systems this is prima as well, because it's the first position you come to when you draw the rapier. And I should note also that with the sword and buckler, so you've got a buckler here, however you're holding it, in Bolognese sword and buckler for example, and you would have sottobraccio, guardia di sottobraccio, guard under the arm, with the sword under here, and this is the position that you would first come to if you were attacked. Your buckler is hanging on your sword hilt, you pull the buckler out to get that out, and then your sword is naturally in this sottobraccio guard. Okay? And you see the same thing in I-33, the earliest fencing manual that we have. As I mentioned, this connects as well to this position we see here as the sword comes out. It can either be on the left hand side or on the right hand side. This is often the next position, or in some systems the first position, known as prime, for example over here, in backsword, sabre and other systems, okay, and in rapier as well. So there we go. This relates of course to the videos on Iaido, drawing the sword and attacking quickly, or making yourself ready to defend very, very quickly. It also connects to what I mentioned in a previous video about the defence against a knife attack when your sword is in the scabbard, as seen in Fiore and Vardi and other sources. Okay, so there we go. European systems did bear in mind the fact that when you started a fight, your sword may be in its scabbard, or indeed the position that you first come to when pulling the sword from the scabbard. Thank you.